So there's four types of context clues, and when you look at context clues, there's going to be most of them are going to fall within one of these four types. And so what we're just going to do is we're going to just briefly talk about the four types of context clues that you'll probably run into. The first one is called definition, and this is a word that's defined directly and clearly in the sentence. So in this example, it says the arbitrator, comma, the neutral person chosen to settle the dispute, comma, arrived at her decision. You'll see that this word is defined right here, and so this is a definition context clue. The second type is an antonym or a contrast. Remember, antonyms are opposites. So these are often signaled by the words whereas, unlike, or as opposed to. So when you see any of these phrases, you're probably going to see an antonym context clue. Unlike Jamal's room, which was immaculate, Jeffrey's room was very messy. So you can see the word unlike is used here, and this is an opposite, okay? Same thing here. Whereas Melissa is quite lithe, her sister is clumsy and awkward. So you can see that just by looking at the opposite here, we can see that if her sister is clumsy and awkward, we can infer that the word lithe means that she's probably, she's agile, or she's very athletic. The third word is synonym or a restatement. Synonym means the same thing but with different words. Other words are used in the sentence with similar meanings. For example, the slender woman was so thin, her clothes were too big on her. You can see that slender and thin are used here. So thin is a synonym of this word. So this is a synonym context clue. And the last one is an inference. Okay, word meanings are not directly described, but they need to be inferred from the context. So in this example, Walt's pugnacious behavior made his opponent back down. So we have to read this whole sentence and say, what could this word mean? Well, whatever his behavior was, it made his opponent back down. I'm going to infer that this word means that his behavior is scary or maybe really intimidating. This sentence says the man gigged the large fish, but he needed his friend to enlarge the hole to drag it out of the frigid water. So again, we don't know what this word means right away, but by reading the rest of this sentence, his friend had to enlarge the hole to drag it out of the frigid water. So I'm going to infer that this means that the man caught the fish. So this, I think, gigged means to catch something. So these are the four types of context clues that you'll typically run into when you're reading.